So if someone is experiencing these things, right, there's a
Mhm.
number of things that we often say to do. But I always preface this by saying every stalking scenario is going to be different. Every relationship is going to be different, whether
Mhm.
it's, a friend stalking a friend, a former intimate partner, a current intimate partner, a neighbor, a family member, even, unfortunately. Of course, that happens as well. So it just kind of depends. And I think the number one thing I always say is for people to just listen to their instincts, right? If
Yeah.
something doesn't feel right and you're like, I think I should do this, but there's that second voice in your head that's saying, I'm not really sure. Well, usually the first voice is right. Like I always say, instincts exist for a reason. And oftentimes that reason is to protect us. And so listen to those instincts, right?
Mhm.
And so the next thing that we usually say is to tell the person who's doing the behaviors to stop. And we usually say, tell them once, be very clear, be very concise, tell them, stop doing X, Y, and Z. And you can tell them through ever, like in whatever manner that makes sense to you, whether it's through a text message or an email, or if they show up and you tell them. And the reason that we often say tell them once and then stop it at that is because, of course, you don't want to reinforce them continuing to contact you, right? If
Right.
you keep responding to them and keep responding to them,
Mhm.
um, it's always that example of like if they text you 50 times and you don't respond and they text you the 51st time and you respond, well, it just teaches them that all they have to do is text you 51 times and then you'll respond, right? And at the same time, completely I completely acknowledge that sometimes that's difficult, especially if you say have a co-parenting situation, right? If
Mhm.
someone's stalking someone else, but they're also co-parents with kids. So that's why I say every situation is different. So listen to
Sure.
your instincts, tell them clearly and concisely to stop, and then of course you want to document everything.